live here together. Yesterday, every game I got wrong. Every single game I got wrong. It was very depressing for Kansas City. That was not the best performance I've ever seen. And it just makes me realize that this still is anybody's game. I'm currently looking at the Fafine microphone analog stereo. That should be okay. We've got the bopping. Yep, it looks good. We've got the camera, of course, because I see myself. So according to Grok says that we are currently looking at a defensive core. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. At number 10 right now is San Francisco. San Francisco is considered the 10th best team. They struggled, I would say, most of the year because of injuries. But I have to admit, they are one of the best coach teams, period. Kansas City, on the other hand, is rated number 9 in defense, and they got schooled by the Cowboys. They just did. It was very sad to see. The Baltimore Ravens, who I continually think they're going to do well, including yesterday, and they got schooled. That was incredible. Joe Burrow to come back, turf toe and all, after surgery, and be so effective. Score 32 points. Baltimore is in serious trouble. I don't know if they salvage. I've been saying Kansas City. I don't know if they can salvage the year. They have a lot of the pieces statistically together. Things seem to be working, gelling out, and yet they can't get it together. Why? I don't know. It is sad. Philadelphia Eagles, I will never give up on them. I still think they're the best team. Are they showing they're the best team? No, but does it matter right now? No, not really. This is still, regular season. Playoffs are everything. Dallas Cowboys are coming on. I would not be shocked if they won most of the games left, which means that they will get a playoff spot, which means, oh my God, they may win a playoff game. Biggest difference, Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott has been on fire. He has an intensity that I have not seen in a very, very long time. He's playing incredibly well. Okay, so let's see here what we've got. We got images. Let's see what I got. We got the spiritual side of football. That's what we're watching right now. We're playing, relaxing. Here we are in the space studio right here. Let's see if it'll come up. There it is. Yes, we're in the studio of Shout MGB, playing music from all over the world. And yes, doing NFL insights together each and every day. No, that's a lie. More like once a week. Here is one of the latest, greatest tunes retooled for you called Harmonize Again. Enjoy.
The ground is soft beneath my feet. The sky hums low, a gentle beat. We found the rhythm we forgot. Now we're dancing in the plot. Harmonize with the earth and sky. Feel the pulse side, intertwined with the cosmic tune, under the sun and the silver moon. The rivers sing, the mountains call, echoes of life connect us all. We breathe as one in time's embrace. Every heartbeat finds its place. Grateful for this bond we share, through the stars and open air. Interdependence flows so free between the cosmos, you and me. Harmonize with the earth and sky. Feel the pulse as the planets sigh. Intertwine with the cosmic tune, under the sun and the silver moon. Let's keep this melody alive, where love and balance always thrive. The earth a friend, the stars our guide. Together we will never hide.
All right, we're back and on track, and we like it like that. And that is a tune that sounds a little funky and has horns like Chicago. Very good. And Suno now is merged with Warner Brothers. Who knew? Good old Warner Brothers. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right. Let's see how effective we can be here. So the Cowboys are playing great. And is this possible that this was good for both teams? No one's ever talked like this about this. Because everyone was saying it was going to be the end of the world if they lost. Micah has been great with the Green Bay Packers. He's been phenomenal. He's all over the field. He's playing well. On the other hand, Lamar is not Lamar. Lamar is no longer running. He's fumbling. He doesn't look confident out there. It's not good. It's not a good look. There were, things that he did in the past occasionally. You were like, oh, this isn't very good. But he consistently now seems to find ways to lose the game. It's not good. Or he's injured, which was the narrative years ago, right? I have to admit, I was not terribly impressed at all by Jordan Love when I watched him against the Eagles. And that was, I believe, a Monday night game, and it was pretty boring. But it was a defensive battle. This was not a defensive battle. So he is playing with intensity. He is playing with confidence. It is nice to see that. Not all players can play with such confidence. Here's a player that I think has been undervalued for years and will have to be paid. Do you know who this is? His first name is George. Last name is Pickens. And he was on fire. Absolutely on fire. Okay, so we're going to look right here. All of these players are great. Bijan Robinson is one of the best backs in the league, right? Jamar Gibbs, I've heard both, is one of my favorite running backs, showing signs of being Barry Sanders at times. He's very smooth, and he seems to have great vision. And if you give him a little bit of wiggle room, he is all over the place. So, Jordan Love, is he earning his money this year? I believe he is. George Pickens, are people now thinking, oh my God, what did we not see? Reminds me of Puka Nacua. Puka Nacua, for the longest time, nobody really knew during the draft that he had such potential. These are, as far as I'm concerned, the 6 biggest stars right now in the league. Josh Allen, yes, has been great. Is he a surprise story? No. Here's a guy that you can never count out. Jonathan Taylor had a bad game the other day, but he could be banged up, right? Puka Nacua looks really good. The Seahawks, how are they going to do this? Well, I don't know. Can they sustain it? I think that's the best way to say it. They've been doing very well so far, but how do they sustain this type of growth? I don't know if that can be done. Remove. Okay. So we've got this guy here who is very mysterious. We know he had turf toe problems. Here's one of my favorite quarterbacks. Here are 2 of my favorite quarterbacks right here. Do you know who this is on the top? C.J. Stroud. Concussion protocol. A lot of concussions this year. If he comes back, he could do incredibly well. All right, let's see here. I like this one. Look at this. The Mount Rushmore of quarterbacks. Do you recognize that? Is anybody missing there? I think some people think there is. I think some people think one person shouldn't be there. We can't judge people by the way that they play now, right? We can't do that. Do you recognize the others? They're pretty easy here. Joe Montana, right? Anybody know who this is? He's on Thursday nights on Amazon Prime TV, him and his brother. All right. And this is similar to Tom Brady. The others, though, I think are spot on. Like really, really good. And of course, done by AI. There's no shock there. Okay, so let's play a tune. We haven't played anything for a while. This is called Ride With Me. And this is smooth jazz, which can be made on Suno. So if you have a project or you need something as a background for one of your podcasts, you can make your own renderings, wonderful creations on Suno. On sale right now, Black Friday. I believe basic membership is something like $488 American, and the program that's usually $25 a month right now, I think, is 14 something. But highly recommend it if you are a person who enjoys making music, listening to music, and wants to learn more about AI. Ride with me, smooth jazz. All right, we are back. We are back here. We're back together. So I'm going to go with the Eagles winning, and that wouldn't have changed. I love the Bears, but the Bears are definitely not going to win. Yeah. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying it's beyond the realm of possibility, right? Caleb Williams has been really good, but Jalen Hurts and all the pieces they have, I still believe they are the best team in the league, no matter what the stats are this week, next week, whatever week. So here it is here. My prediction, I'll put it right there. Hopefully it comes up. It may not. Okay, we got a big version of me here. All right. Oh, the Bears say, I'm thankful for Ben Johnson. Well, as you should be. Save image. Let's do that. We've got it. Can we drag this over? Will this work? Let's see here. Video hidden. No, it's not letting me. Okay, let's make this bigger. Save image. Save. Okay, can I share screen? Can I do that? Let's try that. Let's go to share screen here. There's quite a few steps. What do we got here? Home X. Football photos. Screen 1, screen 2. What's screen 2? We got it. Okay, we got the right one. Here you go. Put us both here. There. Ben Johnson went through a lot of heat at the beginning of the year, but is showing why he was so effective and why he was chosen. And you can't expect miracles within the first month or two. It's just not going to happen. There's too many variables. There's too many teams that have, guess what, a head start. All right, let's have a look here. What's this say here? Game day. All right. So Central Time at 2 p.m. All right. Alexa, 2 p.m. Central Time is what in our time?
16 p.m.
We'll try again. Alexa, 2 Central Time is what in our time? That's so funny. Okay. I see David here. Good old David. I haven't seen David in like forever. All right. Who else do we have here in the notifications? We have Tony D, who was doing a Thanksgiving broadcast earlier, about 5 hours ago. Thank you, Tony Free. We've got Rich Roberts. He did a Wednesday morning coffee. That was a while ago. And we got Maria. We got Alicia several times. We got Tony again. And we got Dante. Thank you, Dante. We appreciate you. We have Shadow Fox here as well. Great contributor on Twitter Spaces. Christine Mickelson is a fairly new follower. Thank you. Topper, appreciate you as well. That's a cool breaking change, right? Breaking the chains that bind us each and every day and make us feel, restricted, sometimes angry. We can be very frustrated if we feel like we don't have choice. A lot of us don't realize how incredibly blessed we are. So if you want to go to X Pro, I'm going to show you how you do it. You click here. It'll take a second to load because it's pretty elaborate. Okay. I've even got Grok to the side here. Yeah, people are getting pretty upset with the extra chatter that's going on. Can it be fixed? Can it be fixed? Eagles are winning, but their once elite offense is struggling badly, leaving the entire season hanging in the balance. Yeah. Saquon is in a slump. Absolutely. He's not running effectively as he did last year. AJ Brown is very unhappy and discuss it at least once or twice a week. Schedule issues and havoc in the locker room. But they've had this for years, this dysfunction. And I think part of it is so hard to play in Philly. They expect so much of you, like unrealistically. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Many people say right now that this guy right here, Matthew Stafford, is on the best team in the league. I personally don't feel that. I think they're great. Says Matthew Stafford remains a must-start quarterback. The potential NFL MVP has thrown multiple touchdown passes in 9 of his 10 games. Most accurate ranking. Okay. Well, they're selling premium stats here if you want. Yeah. So Friday, we're looking at Chicago and Philly, right? So what happens if I click this? What comes up? So we got the team's matrix here. Matrix. We're in the matrix. Yes. Power ranking overall, 18th for Chicago Bears, 10th for the Eagles. Power ranking for Chicago 15 and Eagles 5th. And I think they're actually better than that. You know, power ranking offense, 9th for Chicago, which is impressive, and 11th for the Eagles, who should be far better than that, I think. So it looks like Philly is anticipated to win this. I would not be too concerned about the stats. If you have a really good feeling about Chicago, the way things are going this week, like I did not believe that the Cowboys could win. But I had a gut feeling, that gut feeling that they were, which defied logic to me, only because of the outing I'd seen the week before. They were so good. We've got so many players at this time of the year battered, beaten up, hurt. It's terrible. It's really tough to be effective. You're playing a lot of times with, the B squad, right? Okay. Let's see here. Well, let's look at Philly. So Philly, let's see if they have anybody that I recognize here that is injured. Impact player injuries. Okay. Interesting. Well, this is nice. It even tells you the quarterbacks that are playing. So we've got Caleb Williams and, of course, Jalen Hurts. And if you want to unlock these other features, you have to go, I guess, pro. Yeah, we all got to make money, right? San Fran is on Sunday. This is a Sunday game against Cleveland. So power ranking overall, the Browns are 29th. Defensively, though, and most people don't believe me, the Browns are third place in the whole league for defense. So what could they do with the right quarterback? And is Shadir that quarterback? They seem to be really okay at fostering relationships with defensive players. They're getting the results that they need. Power ranking offensively, 32nd. They are the worst in the league. Awful. San Fran is considered the 49ers 10th power ranking offense and 25th defense. All right. Well, that's not good. And it looks like San Fran is favored. I'm going to go with San Fran. I think that's a good choice. I can't see that being a dumb move. Let's see if we can go backwards here. Just hit the. All right. And we'll go one more. All right. So what do we have up here? We have LA against Carolina. The Rams right now are 9-2. Many say that they are the best team in the league. Power rankings, offense, they are 4th. Power rankings, defense, 4th. Overall ranking, number 1. Number 1. The Panthers, on the other hand, are overall ranking 26. Power ranking defense 26. Power ranking offense 25th. And when they can run the ball, they are actually an incredibly effective team. All right. So, of course, I'm going to go with LA, but you know what? Carolina could get lucky and have a great running game. There could be injuries. This is an insanely good game here. Houston against the Colts. Many say that the Texans might win here only because of defense. So here we go again. Power ranking overall, the Texans are 8th. Defense, they're 2nd. Offense, they're 22nd. The Colts, power ranking offense, number 1. Number 1. Here's where they lack finesse. They're 16th in defense, which is middle of the pack, right? They're middle of the pack. They're not horrible, but they're not great. And it looks like their offense keeps them in the game. Interesting. Okay, again, it says CJ Stroud is questionable. And it says head, which means concussion. Yeah. So we've got Daniel Jones with the Colts, who's having a stellar year this year. I think I'm going to go with the Texans. I may regret that, but the Texans are on fire. And it's funny because their power ranking overall is better than the Colts. A lot of weird factors in this game. Okay, so next we have it looks like the Saints, who have been at times not great, before the bye, Miami was pretty magnificent. This will be painful. Power ranking overall, 32. For the Saints, for the Dolphins, 21. Power ranking defense for the Saints, 18th. For the Dolphins, 27th. That's awful. The power ranking of the offense for the Saints is 28, and for the Dolphins, 19. So kind of mid-tier teams. All of them, I don't know how well they're going to do. All right, we'll hit the next one. And we've got Atlanta against the New York Jets. Let's see if that comes out big. So we got the Falcons. And the Falcons are rated through Power Matrix. Overall, 23. Jets, 30th. Defense, 21st for the Falcons. For the Jets, 24th. Power rankings, offense, 23rd for the Falcons, 27th for the Jets. It'd be nice to see the Jets win a game. The Falcons, for some reason, just always seem to be so stacked with talent and yet don't seem to get the job done. All right, what do we got here? We got Kirk Cousins at the helm, so we'll see how he does, and Tyrod Taylor for the Jets, which is a real statement. Justin Fields. Weird. I don't know what that's all about. Are they wanting to trade him and maybe are afraid that he'll get hurt? All right. So it looks like here we've got a leg injury with Michael Penix Jr. And Drake London is also hurt, which is not great. He's got a leg problem. He's very doubtful, which means we might see him. All right. What else do we have here? We have Arizona against Tampa Bay. And it'll be interesting to see what the statistical things are there. But, yeah, I'm going to go with Atlanta. I don't know if I said that. I said it in my habit. I don't think I said it on the page. So we'll go with Atlanta. Arizona is another team. For some reason, they just can't get their stuff together. So they are ranked overall 24th. Tampa Bay is 17th. Arizona's defense is 17th. Tampa Bay's is 12th. Power offense is 18th. And Arizona shocks me that they're at 18. That's wonderful. They could be, with the right coach and the right circumstances, I'd say in the top 10 with the amount of talent they have. Injuries, though, for both teams have been a huge factor, which we know. Tampa Bay with Baker Mayfield, of course, is always in the running. They're rated 24th on offense. Interesting. All right, what's the next game? Let's see here. Jacksonville Jaguars are playing Tennessee Titans. And that's on Sunday as well. The Jags are 16th overall. Titans are 31st. Power ranking defense 8th for Jaguars. 28th for the Titans. Power ranking offense for the Jags. 21st. Power ranking for the offense of the Titans. 31st. Second last results. Nothing there to be proud of. Of course, we're going to go with the Jags. That seems like a no-brainer to me. Then we've got Minnesota. This should be an amazing game. Minnesota against the Seahawks. So the power ranking of the Seahawks overall is 22nd. Sorry, is Minnesota. My fault. Minnesota's 22nd. Seahawks are 7th, which is phenomenal. The power ranking of defense for Minnesota is 19th. The Seahawks have a great defense. They are rated 7th. I'm going to just open a window here. Get a little air. And then we've got power ranking offense for Minnesota at 29th, Seahawks at 12th. Again, no brainer. If you look at it here, I'm going to go with the Seahawks. Sunday at 4:25, we've got Las Vegas Raiders. And let's see what their overall ranking is 28th, where the Chargers are at 12. Power ranking defense, 23rd for the Raiders. And shockingly good, the Chargers are at 14th. The offense of the Raiders is 30th, where the offense of the Chargers is 14th. So kind of middle of the pack. I think, again, this could be an upset, but I would go with the Chargers. And they, to me, have shown that they're pretty darn good. All right, so here's some of the fantasy predictions that we have here. Justin Herbert. They're saying his chance for 300 yards or more is 13%. All right. I love Ladd McConkey. And they're saying his chance for 100-plus yards is 10%. I don't know how they base that, but they're 19th overall. Their record right now is 7-4. Points scored 246, which is 21st. Points allowed 238. Interesting. I love how they show you their last game. That is really cool. That is really cool. All right, so what do we have left here? We have Buffalo and Pittsburgh Sunday at 4:25. And I won't be seeing that unless I watch it in the elevator. So we've got the ever-struggling Buffalo Bills. Their overall ranking, though, is 6th. And do you know why? One guy, MVP last year, Josh Allen. Phenomenal. All right, let's see here. We've got the Steelers at 15th, which sounds right to me. Power ranking defense. Here's where the Bills are suffering. 20th in defense, 2nd in offense. That's a misbalance, right? And if you look at the Steelers, they're 13th defense, but they can play like a top 2 when they get it together. 20th overall offense. All right, so let's see here. If I click this, no, it won't let me do it there. What if I click it here? All right. So we've got, of course, Josh Allen. Everybody loves Josh Allen. They're saying his percentage is 10% for being over 300 yards. Yeah, see, I think the Steelers will keep this tight. I don't think this will be a high-scoring game. But the Bills will win. James Cook getting more than 100 yards. I would think it'd be more than that. Khalil Shakir, as long as he's healthy and he gets some targets, he'll do very well. Keon Coleman, is he going to be in the game? That's another factor. So here's what we've got: a 7-4 record, which is disappointing. We've got points scored 311, which is sixth, and points allowed 252, which is above average. All right. So, do we have any more games? We've got Denver, it looks like, and Washington. Everybody knows that I love Denver. Denver is rated number one defense. Wow. That's incredible. Bo Nix is not great every week, but when he needs to be great, he seems to be wonderful. Their record is very good. So we've got, let's look at the Broncos here quickly. It's going to let me do it from there. Yeah, you just got to click it twice. Okay, so according to this, they are rated 10th overall. And in the AFC West, they're 9-2. Points scored 257, which is a little low. But points allowed, they've only let 192 points, which is third overall. Points scored is 18, which sounds about normal, from what I've seen. They did have great success against Kansas City in their last game in a nail biter of 22-19. That was a very enjoyable game. Okay, what else we got here? RJ Harvey, they're saying for rushing, he's got a 6% chance of having 100 yards or more. Cortland Sutton is 100 plus yards, 14. Yeah, okay. And that sounds about right. If Denver had more weapons, they would be, I think, one of the better teams in the sense of offensively. But they do lack weapons. They do have the most terrifying defense. And that's the thing. You rarely have a team that is balanced on both ends. And that's the Eagles. The Eagles are balanced. So are Kansas City. They're about equal. They're just not playing well right now. So it looks like Monday's game is New York against the Patriots. Well, this should be hands down the Patriots. Their record right now is 10-2. And we have the reverse with the Giants. I almost said the Jets. 2-10. So it's reversed. I think the average person would have thought that maybe in the best of scenarios right now, the Patriots would have 7 wins and 5 losses. That's what I think the average person would think. So if we look here, the Patriots overall are 14th. Their defense is considered 6th. And their offense is considered 7th. And that is the great thing. If you have the balance between the two, you tend to have a higher chance of winning. What do we got here? We got, of course, Cam Scattaboo, and he had to have surgery. Yeah, we got, poor Neighbors. Yeah, this isn't good. Robinson's also hurt. Oh, this is not good. But, you see every week certain players step up and find receivers. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. Let's look at the Giants. And it looks like Jackson Dart might be back. That is great. Tyrone Tracy, 3% chance. Wandale Robinson, he has been exceptional fantasy-wise. Unbelievable. Put a highlight on this guy. If we hit him, will we get stuff? No. No, we won't. Okay. All right. So there we go. I think I did all the games. And we're going to play some music and then maybe do a couple slides and see what we see. But that was fun. I was able to get through the games. I'll have to write them all down. It seems like somewhat of a no-brainer this week for a lot of the choices. But I'll tell you, every single game I got wrong in the first 3 yesterday. So I'm not batting well at all. I'm striking out. And I don't think I'm the only one who thought Kansas City would win and the Ravens would win and Detroit would win. I can't be the only one who's in the same boat. It just logically made sense. But again, I had a sneaking suspicion that Dallas had a very good chance of winning, and I didn't listen to that inner voice of reason. And when that's what happens when you don't, it's like Brian says, sometimes you got to roll the dice. Shower the Love. This is an older tune, retooled. A little bit of soul and R&B mixed with Delta.
Healing the past, I've opened my soul, unlocking the doors that were taking their toll. Walking this journey with love in my side, finding the strength in the tears that I've cried. Step by step, I'm learning to grow, rising above, feeling the flow. Shower the love, let it rain from above. Unconditional light, that's the power of love. Every heartbeat feels like a dream, living in truth, letting go of the scheme. Dreams in my heart lead me where I belong, guided by wisdom, I'm righting the wrong. Yeah, nothing can stop me, I'm paving my way. Yeah, joy in the journey, embracing each day. Yeah. Patience and kindness will see me through. Together we're stronger, just me and you. Shower the love, let it rain from above. Unconditional light, that's the power of love. Every heartbeat feels like a dream, living in truth, letting go of the scheme. We're all in this dance, weaving through time, embracing the divine. Our spirits align, yeah, no turning back now. We rise from our pain in the sacred journey. We'll laugh and we'll gain, yeah. Shower the love, let it rain from above. Unconditional light, that's the power of love. Every heartbeat feels like a dream, yeah. Living in truth, letting go of the scheme.
We are back and on track, and we like it like that. Zay Flowers, one of my favorites. Absolutely love him. They consider him to be a sleeper. And we don't know long term what's going to happen. We've got a great matchup between Caleb and Jalen, and we'll have to see how that unfolds. I think it will go very well. See if I can find access to something here. So you just go to images, and then I'm going to go to recent. It should be right there. There it is. Hopefully it comes up. There you go. The weather in Toronto right now, at best, is horrible. It's not great. It's kind of windy, damp, snowy, cold. It's all the elements. Are you guys shocked at how well Joe Burrows did? I'm not. I'm hoping to see a full recovery, and hopefully he'll have the supports around him that he needs. CJ Stroud, he has a great, he's got a great system there. The team is defensively strong, so he doesn't have to score 30 points every game like Joe Burrow. So we'll see. What are the Detroit Lions going to do this year? Like, are they in trouble? Like, serious trouble? I said, what I felt in my heart last week about Jared Goff not playing well. And he just has not played well. And you can make excuses for him. You could say that everything is fantastic. Pocket quarterbacks have been having a rough time. Even Baker Mayfield has had to learn to scramble, right? Justin Herbert is running more than I've ever seen him run before. Let's see if I can find that. Let's see if we can go to Grok. All right, so the Giants have been fun to watch. They're entertaining. Are they a team that will grow and maybe rebound next year? I don't know. We'll have to see as time goes. Are the New York Jets just cursed? We'll have to see. There's questions again at this time of the year with the Steelers. They seem to be struggling. I would not be shocked if we see CJ Stroud have a really great game and, reaffirm himself as one of the better quarterbacks in the league. I personally would love that, to see that. I hope that is something that's going to happen. Will it happen? I don't know. I would love to know what you guys think. Let's see what we have here. Now, if I can, I'm going to try again. So what you do is you just go to screen share, and then you just got to make sure you get the right window. Luckily, it shows you what is going on. Okay, so I'm going to go here, screen 2. That is the right one. This is going to come up now, and you can see what I'm seeing on my other screen. And I'm just looking here, and I notice he has a big cross on his leg because he is a very faith-based guy. Just move that over there. Remove. Okay. And let's see what else we have. Black Friday, yeah, which is officially today. We've got game day week 13 for those who don't know what week it is. This Great Coats one is going crazy. Is there anything here worth a look? Oh, that's so cute. Will it come out? No. But I can show it to you bigger. That I can do, if it'll let me. There we go. You can get a better look. Go like that. Hopefully you have a great day, everyone. God bless you. Merry Christmas. Enjoy.